When fans talk about dragons from the How to Train Your Dragon series, they usually bring up the ones that look the coolest or shoot the biggest fireballs. But one class of dragons that are more cool than any other is the Stryke class. These dragons are defined by their intelligence, speed, and ability to think strategically. They are not just fighters, they're thinkers and tacticians. They plan their moves, outmaneuver their enemies, and strike at the right moment. This combination of traits makes them some of the most dangerous dragons in the entire franchise. In this video, we'll see the top 9 strongest Stryke class dragons ranked from their unique abilities, battle skills, and overall threat level. Number 9 is the Songwing. Let's start with a dragon that most fans don't often bring up first, but honestly, it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. The Songwing might not be the biggest or the strongest, and it definitely doesn't shoot plasma blasts or create walls of fire, but what it can do is possibly more unsettling. This dragon has a voice that could make the boldest Viking freeze in its tracks. Its song is hypnotic, literally. One soft tune and its enemies are completely under its spell. They stop fighting, they stop thinking, some even forget why they're there. It's not just a trick, it's mind control wrapped in beauty. In a way, the Songwing fights without lifting a claw and manipulates the battlefield without violence simply by singing. But that's also why it ranks lower. Its ability depends heavily on the element of surprise and calm surroundings. Loud noise, distraction, or strong willpower can break the trance, and once the spell is broken, the Songwing doesn't have claws or firepower to survive long. That said, when it works, it's eerie and powerful. In the right moment, a Songwing can win a fight before it even begins. Number 8 is the Woolly Howl. This dragon looks like it was sculpted out of winter itself. Thick, fur-covered, and made for extreme cold, the Woolly Howl is at home in the worst blizzards nature can throw at it. But it's not just built for survival, it's built for combat. What sets it apart is its bone-chilling scream, a howl so sharp and echoing that it cuts through the snow and rattles bones. That sound isn't just loud, it confuses, disorients, and sends fear creeping into the minds of anyone who hears it. It can mess with an enemy's coordination before a single physical move is made. In snowy regions, it's nearly invisible. It moves through the storm like a shadow, striking with precision and disappearing before anyone gets a good look. But like many specialized dragons, it struggles outside its element. Take it to a tropical island or a hot volcano, and the Woolly Howl starts to lose its edge. It's not useless by any means, but it isn't nearly as dominant without the cold wind behind it. Still, for ambushes and snowy terrain, few dragons can match its control over the battlefield. Number 7 is the Snow Wraith. If dragons were ranked like assassins, this one would be near the top. It's built for stealth, silence, and lethal efficiency. The Snow Wraith doesn't roar into battle, it waits, it stalks, it studies, then when the moment is perfect, it strikes. Its most terrifying ability is its heat vision. In icy conditions where everything is white and still, it can detect body heat. That means hiding from a Snow Wraith is nearly impossible. Add to that its freezing breath that can lock enemies in midair, and you've got a hunter with sniper-like accuracy. But much like the Woolly Howl, the Snow Wraith is tied to its element. It thrives in cold, silent regions. Drop it into a warm jungle or an open sea battle, and it will struggle to use its best tools. Even then, it's fast, smart, and agile. It's just that its brilliance is tied to snow and silence, which makes it a bit more situational than some dragons ranked higher. Number 6 is the Triple Stryke. Now this dragon is pure chaos in motion. Imagine 3 tails moving like whips, each one capable of striking independently. Each tail has venom, each one a weapon on its own. The Triple Stryke doesn't just attack, it overwhelms. In combat, it's relentless. It spins, whips, bites, and flies with such unpredictable speed that most enemies never figure out how to block all of its moves. Its body is thickly armored, giving it the ability to take hits and keep fighting, and its aggression knows no limits. But this dragon acts more on instinct than strategy. It's fierce, no doubt, but not always calculated. It reacts instead of planning. Against a smarter dragon, that leaves it vulnerable. Still, its natural fighting style is hard to counter. Even trained riders sometimes struggle to control it, but those who manage to form a bond with a Triple Stryke have one of the most dangerous dragons alive by their side. Number 5 is the Deathgripper. Just the name sounds menacing, and rightly so. This dragon was bred for battle and has everything you'd want in a frontline fighter. It's huge, tough, and capable of injecting venom that can paralyze enemies on contact. That venom isn't just strong, it works fast. One hit and the opponent is frozen midair, completely helpless. Deathgrippers were used by some of the worst villains in the series, and that was no accident. They are easy to control when drugged, but extremely hard to resist when they turn aggressive. Their claws are deadly weapons, their fangs sharp enough to tear through metal. The downside, they lack higher thinking. On their own, they follow orders, but without guidance, they are not exactly strategic. Their strength is immense, but their independence is limited. In the hands of someone evil, they're a nightmare. In the wild, they're dangerous, but unpredictable. Still, for brute strength and sheer intimidation, the Deathgripper earns its spot high on this list. Number 4 is the Skrill. This dragon doesn't need fire, it brings thunder and lightning. The Skrill can absorb electricity from storm clouds and release it in devastating lightning strikes. That kind of energy is almost impossible to defend against. Lightning doesn't miss, and when the Skrill fires, it's over in an instant. Its body is built to conduct and store electricity, and its wings slice through the air at frightening speeds. A Skrill in the middle of a storm is nearly unbeatable. It's not just strong, it's smart. It knows how to stay out of reach, how to hit hard, and when to vanish into the clouds. The problem is that Skrills are loners. They are fiercely independent and difficult to train. They don't take orders well and often follow their own instincts. That makes them hard to partner with, but if you ever gain one's trust, you're set for life, because there are few dragons more dangerous or more awe-inspiring than a Skrill unleashed. Number 3 is the Light Fury. She's fast, elegant, and incredibly hard to detect. Her ability to become invisible by flying through her own plasma blast is unlike anything else. Once cloaked, she can change position, circle behind her opponent, and strike without even being seen. That gives her a unique advantage in aerial combat. You don't know where she is, you don't know where she'll fire, all you know is that she's out there, and by the time you find her, it's already too late. But she's not just stealthy, she's also sharp. She moves with purpose, attacks with precision, and escapes with ease. She doesn't waste energy or take unnecessary risks. Some might say she's too cautious, but that discipline makes her incredibly effective. She avoids traps, conserves strength, and survives fights where others would fall. In terms of pure strategy, the Light Fury is near flawless. She won't overpower every dragon, but she will outthink most of them. That balance between grace and danger puts her near the top. Number 2 is Swiftwing Dragon, the Rescue Riders. Now this dragon might not shoot thunder or vanish into thin air, but it's got something that sets it apart: raw speed and unmatched motion. Swiftwing is like the jet fighter of the dragon world. It flies so fast and turns so sharp that it leaves enemies spinning in confusion. In the middle of a chase or a heated aerial battle, this dragon isn't just keeping up, it's outpacing and outsmarting opponents left and right. Its slim build, aerodynamic wings, and sharp instincts make it a natural when it comes to tight corners and narrow escapes. But speed isn't its only asset. This dragon works as a part of a team. It knows when to pull back, when to strike, and how to support its fellow rescue riders in any battle situation. That sense of coordination and awareness makes it more than just a solo flyer. It's a strategic ally, always ready to adapt. Swiftwing doesn't rely on brute strength or flashy powers. It wins with speed, smarts, and timing. That mix makes it incredibly effective in missions that require precision and quick thinking. The only thing holding it back from the number 1 spot is that it doesn't have the raw firepower or legendary reputation of dragons like the Night Fury. Still, when you're talking about Strike-class dragons with a need for speed and control, the Swiftwing is easily one of the sharpest contenders out there. Number 1 is the Night Fury, Toothless, the face of the entire franchise and one of the most beloved dragons of all time. But his place here isn't just about popularity, it's about power, intelligence, and agility. Toothless is the perfect combination of speed, firepower, and thought. His plasma blasts are incredibly strong, his flight is almost impossible to match, he can spin, dive, and recover with total control. But it's his mind that really makes him dangerous. Toothless learns quickly, he adapts, he even creates new moves on the spot when faced with new threats. His bond with Hiccup only enhances his ability to react to danger and make quick decisions. Together, they form one of the most efficient Dragon Rider teams ever seen. Alone, Toothless is still a force of nature, calm, precise, and ready for anything. There's only one version of him that could be stronger. That is what puts Night Fury Toothless at number 1, because in every sense of the word, he has become what every dragon was meant to be. So, there you have it, the top 9 Strike-class dragons, ranked by what makes them dangerous, incredible, and unforgettable. If you want to see another cool video, you can check this one that appears on your screen. Click on it to see it! Click it!